Well, figured I'd give you guys a bit of an introduction to Shitbox TV and what we got going on around. This is a 94 7.3 truck sitting Power Stroke. It's got some janky lift kit on the back. Barn, you know, building semi-truck airbags. Once that's done, we'll be able to work on a lot more stuff out here on the farm. But looking for a set of Super Duty coils. Got this coil axles to swap. 94. Be a nice truck after that. Back there. It's got 302 GT40P heads, shorty headers. It's actually a Mark III truck from Florida back in the day. It was built by a van company called Mark III. They did conversion vans. I'll have to pop a couple pictures of that up there. I ain't uncovering that right now. Then we got a 96 Bronco right here. It's actually started out life as a Eddie Bauer edition. Traded blown up Mustang for 2 Broncos. Got this in a cut in half one. Traded it to my buddy, or actually sold it to him after I beat the shit out of it and daily drove it for a couple months. And he used it as a mud truck for a while, and then it sat, and I wound up getting it back off him for a couple $100. And I built it into a pre-runner dune buggy Shitbox mobile, and I'll post a picture of that here in a second. And then got bored after a couple years of that and came across a good deal on a 2012 3.5 EcoBoost F-150 chassis with everything to boot with it, along with heat and AC and all that. So I got a crazy idea in my mind and built a 96 Bronco with a 2012 3.5 EcoBoost and the whole dash and electric power steering and everything. It's got some janky 5-point harnesses in it, some cheap racing seats, little console I built with a switch panel I put together. She's a pretty cool truck, a lot of fun. It's not near done. I think I'm going to chop the frame, shorten it up, put a fuel cell in it, bring it back to original wheelbase, possibly slightly extended with some Fiberworks fender flares, and do some fabrication on the front end, and possibly some long travel and some coils. We'll see. Then we got this beautiful thing right here, 96 F-150 Eddie Bauer edition. It's got a 5.8 liter 351. Just one of the most beautiful interiors I've seen in one of these trucks in just about my entire life. I mean, even this seat, see how I keep her covered, you know, fucking gorgeous. She's just beautiful. Really enjoy her. She sits here because, as you know, here at Shitbox TV, ain't nothing right. She's got some frame issues. It's been patched and cobbled together, and I drove it for I think a summer and a winter, and fucking thing runs and drives like a brand new truck. It's just kind of sketchy. Kind of pulls the steering one way or the other when you're driving, and eventually something wrong is gonna happen. So it sits here until I can get some time to swap over to this 6-liter chassis. The wheelbase on this is about 1 inch longer, so I'm going to cheat the front axle a bit forward on that 96 and get this wheelbase tucked up under there. This is a 03 chassis with a 6-liter that I blew up and swapped the cab to another chassis I had laying around. Gonna pull it and rebuild it. It's got a rebuilt trans on it already. Gonna pull the 6-liter off and rebuild it. Possibly do a little bit extra work to it. You guys will see that sooner or later. She was just a real rotted out unit, you know. But she'll make a good donor for that beautiful beast over there. And then we come to one of my personal favorites. Is this 87 Ford Ranger. It's not just a regular Ford Ranger. As you can tell, those are pretty stock wheels, and they stick out quite the fucking bit. What it is she's an 87 Ranger on that 96 Broncos frame. When I pulled it all apart, originally it was because the frame was bad in the back where the body mounts go. And the motor and trans were just so good in this truck and just so reliable and loyal. I couldn't get rid of it. Couldn't tear it apart. So it sat here, and I finally got a hair up my ass and started doing this swap. And got a pretty long ways. Got body mounts built all the way around. Most of them need finish welding. Got a skeleton of a floor built into it and skeleton of a firewall. Oh, yeah, shitbox door's frozen, you know. But got some barn stuff in here I forgot about. You'll have that. It's truck driving. Anywho, built a bit of a structure in here. Try to be able to panel this in to possibly be able to remove it to maybe change a spark plug or two later on in life. That'd be kind of nice to be able to change some spark plugs on that when I'm beating on it. But she's got a 351 Windsor E4OD stock T case for the year. This will definitely be coming back around. I just kind of lost my ambitions on it. It is a beautiful old truck. She's got rust, but went through the rockers and everything and redid cab corners, shitbox style. Nothing perfect around here. We don't do that. But she's gonna be a real fun truck. Got a bunch of parts for it laying around. She should be a good time. So, I don't know how many of you might be interested in boats, but picked this thing up for a real good deal out in the hood of Melvindale. Not going to tell you how much I paid for it, but I'll just tell you it was a really good deal. Hull is just in perfect shape. This summer, this spring, plan on swapping in motor and outdrive out of that thing right there. It's a good 302 with a good outdrive. And the old lady and I get out and enjoy some water here, hopefully this summer. Be kind of nice. Anyway, I'll catch you back up at the secret disclosed location for an introduction to the rest of the fleet. Okay guys, we are up at our secret undisclosed location, and this is where the YouTube's going to split off from the Patreon. We've got a couple trucks here. One of them's in pretty tore apart stage of repair. You guys will really enjoy that one. I have a feeling it's going to be one of the channel's favorites. It's a beautiful truck. We'll get into that. But what I mean by the channel splitting off from Patreon and YouTube and such is here I'm going to go into a lot more detail about what trucks came from where and kind of how I got them, post a couple pictures, stuff like that, and kind of describe the story of the vehicles I've got currently and how we've gotten where we are with them. And that's all going to be on Patreon. That's not going to be on the YouTube. The YouTube's going to be more of a hot and ready, smooth form, and the Patreon's going to be a lot more in depth, and you're going to get a lot more when you watch that versus YouTube. So, catch you guys after I get done with the Patreon, fellas. You want to know a little bit about me? You can always ask me questions. Kind of an open book. Want to talk about anything? Don't really care. Willing to get to know all y'all, and actually wouldn't mind if any of you guys are in the Southeast Michigan area. If you're building your own shitbox, and hell, if you're looking for some help with the damn thing, hit me up on any of my social medias, and we'll get together and I'll help you out, because that's what this culture is about. It's not just a shitbox name. It's like hot rod. I want to make my shitbox culture like hot rod culture was back in the day. I think everybody can really resonate with the word shitbox, and think everybody's got a little shit box in them. So, if you need any help, if you're across the goddamn country, I enjoy a road trip, especially with the old lady. Just throw her in the back seat with her switch, and she's great, man. You gotta learn how to take care of ladies. They need their little amenities. You do that, they'll follow you anywhere, fellas. I'm telling you. But without further ado, let's bring you to the 59, fellas. Let's get her going. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we are in the 59's home currently. Like I said, 6-liter LS, Yukon chassis, all-wheel drive, coil sprung rear end. Mainly been focused on this driver side over the past, I don't know, a couple weeks. Just trying to get everything stuck back together. Let me just be clear here, fellas. What we are doing here is not restoring trucks. We don't restore shit. What we do is we get these shit boxes nice enough to drive them down the road and enjoy them. Like, you see all this rust? We're just going to wire wheel that and spray paint it white and enjoy the damn truck. I'm going to fix all this just because the old lady don't like it when her feet get wet while we're cruising down the road. And she was really mad at me when we drove this home. So we're going to get this thing fixed. And it was cold as hell because, I don't know if you guys can see, but like I said, the guy just did not finish anything. It was very, very put together. But overall, it's a beautiful truck. Don't pay attention to that. That's future project stuff back there. But it is just one hell of a fucking rig, I tell you what, boys. Should be a good ripper. Still gotta finish up this A-post, get a little bit of repair there, repair the nut cert there, finish welding all this. Like I said, nothing is just at tacked, all tacked. Like, this was finished for him. That was him finishing the truck. And I've just been digging that stuff out of every little crevice. I mean, like, I'm all for doing it, but if you're gonna do something, take your time and do it right. Or don't do it at all, guys. Just put your effort into it. Actually finish something before you go on to something else when you're doing these things, because you never know who's gonna just hop in one of these rigs one day after 20 years of it sitting and think that it's put together right and hurt themselves. You'd feel bad thinking about that, wouldn't you? I would. So, it might not be perfect, but I tell you what, some bitch will be solid and it won't fucking move. And it'll be a good time. Like I said, we're gonna beat the ever-living shit out of this truck. Just like we do with every other truck, every other shit box we've got. Beat the shit out of them. It's what they like, it's what they enjoy, it's what they're built for. Oh, you guys want to see any more of this getting built, you're more than welcome to let me know. I'm currently in the process of working on this as much as I can after work during the days. Come up here on the weekends, try to get some stuff done. This is a little jig I made up to locate that lower hinge spot so that way I could rebuild it. Already did that side down there. Gotta finish cutting this all apart and get the floor pan fixed and get the A-pillar all fabbed up so we can get the doors hung, get the jambs put in, and keep on keeping on with this old girl. So if you'd like to see that stuff, please let me know and I'll videotape everything. I'll give you all as much as you want. You just let me know what you want to see and we'll get her done. So I figured I'd give you guys a little tour of the parts section for the 59 over there. So this is a set of doors that I picked up with a couple extra parts from a guy way up in the thumb. Paid really low price for the doors with a roof section and a fuel tank and fenders. And great guy. Awesome fella. If you see this video, I appreciate the hell out of you, dude. Got the hood from it. We're going to have to fix on that. Unless you guys really like that cowl. I'm not a big fan of it, especially the way it's built. It's just not, it's not done right. Bothers the shit out of me. I think the truck would look real good with a gloss white, matte white finish with a flat hood. You guys can convince me on that if you want to keep that around. I don't like it, but I'm willing to listen. Here's the seats we've got for this old girl. I'm just tickled pink for these seats. Since I was a little kid going to the auto shows, I fell in love with these King Ranch trucks and these King Ranch interiors. So when I was building this 59 and got across, started looking at seats and such, found these and had to have them. There was no way around it. There was no stopping it. This was the seat package for the truck. They are heated seats, power lumbar, forward, backward, up, down, the whole nine. They're very, very nice seats. Fully functional, just dusty, a little cracked up. Need some rejuvenation, a little bit of lubrication. Get her done. And these will just be absolutely perfect for the 59. With that being said, I do need you guys' help a little bit with the interior colors. The truck's gonna be a matte gloss, semi-gloss white. Still battling with the finish on it. The interior is gonna be white. The accent color for the outside of the truck is gonna be black. So there will be some accented black inside the interior. But with this King Ranch interior, I really think that it needs like a half and half brown or black or something, because I was thinking about the black would really make the seats pop. If the whole back of the wall was black and the dash and the floor and everything was black, it'd really make the seats pop, you know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Here's the doors that were on that poor truck when I picked it up. When I tell you it was rough, I mean, that's the lower hinge for the driver door. I mean, she is just ate away. Passenger door is definitely, will say, a lot more solid. The hinge is still attached, but it is flimsy as it gets. These are the fenders that came with it. I've got to use them because they're all I got for the front end. If you do a little poking around, the 57 through 60 trucks are all different every year. Some of them have a little round light right here. Some of them have a big square light over here like this one does, and the grill. Just, they're all different. It's the same truck, same cab, different front ends. So this is a 59 front end. 59 had the square lenses as far as I'm assuming. Got some old heads out there that'll probably correct me on that, but this is what I'm figuring out here. New to the game on these old trucks. I know everything there is to know about the 92 to 97 trucks. You ask me a question, I can answer it. I'm learning these things. The driver fender for this girl is actually really nice. It's got one spot right here that is just not happy. So we're gonna section that from the fenders I got from the old fella I got these from. And then we're gonna have to make a patch panel for this area right here and this area right here, because, I'll show you, the fenders I got from the fella, when he removed them back in the day from the truck, he used a chisel and a torch to get to the bolts that he couldn't get out. And that's the sections of the fender I need. So we're fabricating our own there. But the driver's side's got a good section to cut apart. We can get some of that action right there to patch up that girl. And we should be good. Okay guys, we're still up here at the shop. spoiled as it gets, especially having a 7.3, because as you know, 7.3s don't like the cold. This one, she does good. I don't have to plug her in. She'll start down into the negatives. She don't care. But I do like the baby because she is still a pretty nice looking truck. I mean, she's got a little damage here. This is the residual from the damage I told you all about up here. I'll show you some pictures of when I got it. You can see this is the headlight that was actually in the accident. Shitbox. It's a good truck, man. I'm telling you. She's got a hood stack. A fun old rig. We're gonna go ahead and pop the hood and just give you guys a little view under the hat of my good friend. Got some pillar gauges. Interiors, shitbox as she gets. I mean, we're spoiled with the Eddie Bauer 96 F-150. This is not spoiled. Seat pad is angled to the side. No idea how many miles are on this rig. All I know is it runs good and it gets me down the road. That's all that matters to me. It is obviously an XL truck from back in the day. Bed's different. The doors are different. Cab corners have been cut out, welded in. Need to be finished still. Floor pan's rotted. I screwed the son of a bitch back together just so I could have something to drive around and beat on. This is what we're working with down in here. Got a big ass Chinese whirlybird in there with a hood stack. Got a cheap Chinese fuel regulation kit. Got upgraded injectors. I don't know what injectors are in it, so don't ask. Maybe one day we'll tear the valve covers off there. Brain blanked for a second. Tear the valve covers off of here and check them out and see what's going on. But as of right now, she's just a good running truck that I'm not going to bother because it runs and drives, and that's good enough for a shit box. But she's a 95, like I said, early 95 F-250 with a solid axle out of an F-350. Very happy when he showed up and I seen that. Did not know that when he traded me. Like when he came up for the trade, had no clue that this was in here. I was very excited about that. It's also got a new rock. It's got some sort of, nope, it's Rough Country. That's what the name is. It's got a Rough Country lift kit up underneath it. It rides just like every other brick you throw down the road. It rides rough. But overall, she hauls anything I put behind her. She doesn't complain. She doesn't moan. She doesn't groan. She just gets the job done for me, and that's all I ask out of her. The only thing I could say is I wish it had cruise control. But like old Peg says, you don't need cruise control. You just need a high idle stick, and you're fine. So, that's the old shit box. So I understand this might not have been the most entertaining video for you guys, but I wanted to give you a bit of an introduction to the fleet of shit boxes and a bit into who I am and what I do. I really hope a lot of you can hop on the train and enjoy the Shitbox Nation flow with me. I think we could really do something. I think that there's a big enough community for all of us. And I think we could really have a good time here. I just want to stick around. Give me a like, subscribe, and follow. And as I'll end every video, give you some red lines. First off, the red line. I'm going to rate this starter.